So you want to make a Ghostemane type beat? No problem. All you need to have is a DAW, some drums, and preferably Omnisphere. Or just record some weird sounds with your phone or something. But let's just jump into it. So as you can see, the project is really simple. Maybe too simple. But that's the key, because Ghostemane songs aren't necessarily about the instrumentals. They're about the vocal performance. This is how it sounds like. As I said, it's pretty simple, and not only that it's simple, it's actually purposely made to sound simple because you need to fill in those gaps with the vocals. So let's just break it down and see how you can achieve this. So as per usual, I'm gonna do it in order of appearance. So let's start with the kicks. All of these drums are from my drum kits. You can get them now for 50% off for this whole weekend. So if you want to get some drums. Anyways, as you can see, the kick is pretty spaced out. It sounds weird without the metronome, which also, by the way, the beat is on 113, just because I felt like a slow beat would work best. I mean, 113 isn't the slowest. I really didn't do much. No, I did actually nothing to the kick. That's it. Also, if you want to actually have a hard hitting kick, just use a big controller on the master and nothing else. Now for the 808. Normally the 808 sounds like this. Pretty standard. And I actually boosted it 2.5 decibels, and I added an EQ. I cut some of the lows just so it wouldn't be overwhelming, and then I added a Camel Crusher, which is a free VST with a mix level of roughly 77%, and the Clean Rainbow preset. I didn't modify it at all, just because it sounds a bit more industrial, and then an EQ just to clean it up a bit, which looks like this. You know, it's a subtle yet noticeable difference. I don't know how subtle and noticeable work in the same context, but okay. And the 808 pattern goes like this. Super simple, super spaced out. Now for the hi-hats, I actually started with a basic two-step pattern, but I decided to take some of them out so it's a bit more groovy and a bit more, you know, bouncy. And it sounds pretty cool actually. No hi-hat rolls, nothing, just one hi-hat. Then for the snares, I actually used two snares, and this one, the main one, sounds like this. And I actually turned it down a bit, and I got rid of the lows. And then I added another snare which I pitched down, because normally if I play both of them together it's basically the same sound, hence why I pitched it down. So now it's gonna sound a bit more polished. Now for the melodies. So the first one that you hear is this one, which once again is from Omnisphere. If you actually want to find it, it's in the Noisescapes section, like one of the first ones. And the only reason why it's as a WAV file is because it's one of those ones that sound random depending on when you press play. So I decided to just, you know, export it as a clip and then use it, because I know it's gonna sound the same every time. And all I did to it was basically just cut the lows, and I slightly turned down the treble. Then the next sound, keep in mind, all of these sounds that I used in Omnisphere are from the Noisescapes section. This one, same thing, I cut the lows and I added a reverb. Just because it ended abruptly, so having that trail actually kind of glues the rest together, which is pretty cool. Same thing for the next one, minus the reverb. because it already had reverb. And as you can see, I just cut the lows and slightly boosted the low mids because the sound was heavily dependent on those frequencies. As you can hear, it's really subby, like really ambiental, and you know, I need to compensate. If I cut the lows, at least boost the mids a bit so you can actually hear it. And then the last sound which I used as a melodic instrument, I guess, was a classic funk perk. I don't know exactly what it is, like a cowbell, and I tried to keep it like low pitched but still kind of melodic. And all I did was basically EQ it a bit, balanced it out, and added a bit of a reverb. And I turned it down by 4 decibels. And now the melodies sound like this. And now the whole track. As I said before, you can get all of my drum kits for 50% off this weekend. I'm gonna have a new loop back soon. I just need to get my PC back so I can work properly. And also probably a new drum kit in like a few months. And it's gonna be a huge one. It's gonna have a lot of sounds, and it could probably be up to 1 gig, if not more, worth of sounds. And I'm probably gonna include some project files and some other things. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe and like this video, and also comment and buy my beats. Anyways, peace.